Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. It's a dangerous time to be a comedian. Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage earlier this month after criticism of his trans jokes. And, of course, we had the Will Smith-Chris Rock smackdown at the Oscars. Now, some stand up to question whether it's even safe to perform. Well, joining me now is comedian Howie Mandel, a former teammate of mine on America's Got Talent. And although he's very funny, and although I really like him, he can also be incredibly annoying, as this clip from our time together on AGT will show you.
Thanks, guys.
Go away. Yeah? Seriously.
Do you have any juice or soda? I think some of them might be a little parched. Go in, have a drink. What?
Can you get out of my dressing room, please? Can you get out of my dressing room, please? Joined by Howie Mandel. I'll never forgive you for some of the stuff you did to me on that show. I'm still traumatized.
There was nobody in the world that I enjoy annoying more than you, young man.
I want to talk about comedy, Howie, because it seems like comedy is under attack, both from cancel culture, where you can't tell jokes anymore like you used to, but also physical attack. You know, we saw what happened at the Oscars with Will Smith and Chris Rock, and then Dave Chappelle weeks later being attacked literally by somebody from the audience. What do you make of it? How's it made you feel about being a top stand-up in America?
I would like to be funny and witty at the moment, but I got to tell you that this has been, I feel it in the gut. You know, for me, stand-up comedy was my respite at the end of the day. When we do shows like AGT or any other show that I've done, or bullshit now on Netflix, there are certain confines that I have to work in. And stand-up comedy was, and I was inspired in the 70s by watching Richard Pryor live on stage put together, which became, I believe, the seminal comedy movie of all time, and that's Live on the Sunset Strip. This probably inspired people like Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle. The art form of free speech in comedy was the place where you could just. There were no boundaries. There were no limits. There was nothing that is too soon. There was nothing politically incorrect, especially in comedy. And even in real life, if you offended somebody and they turned around and they were offended, if you said, "I'm only kidding," that kind of made it okay. There's no kidding anymore.
Right.
And it is an art form I have lost the fervor for personally, because I'm scared. You know, my biggest fear originally was that nobody would laugh and it would be quiet. Then it was maybe offending somebody and having them, approach me before a show. Then it was the cancel culture. You know, friends like Gilbert Gottfried, I have a lot of friends who have lost entire careers and contracts because of it. And now, after the Oscars, I think, violence begets violence. You know, here in America, we have mass shootings. A mass shooting doesn't happen in one. We've been followed in this last month by 3 mass shootings. It's because these are triggers. And I'm afraid I'm not enjoying being on stage like I was.
That's really sad to hear.
I think it's the end of it.
No, I feel, because I know how much you love it. I know how much you love performing with an audience. You're hilariously funny when you're not annoying me. In fact, probably particularly when you're annoying me. So it's sad to hear you say that. I mean, ironically, I was sort of temporarily cancelled by one of your old co-workers last year, Meghan Markle, who used to be, when you did Deal or No Deal, she was one of the suitcase girls.
There she is, sitting right behind me. For those that don't know me in your country, I'm like a bald Noel Edmonds. Aren't I?
What are your memories? What are your memories of Miss Markle as a suitcase girl?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I had absolutely no memory of her. I did not remember until she was dating Harry, and people started saying, "What can you tell us about Meghan?" And I would say, "Who is Meghan?" And I didn't know. I didn't remember. I did not know her, and I don't remember her to this day. But maybe that's the beauty of.
I love that.
Maybe she was.
Harry, before I let you, since you can't remember, let's forget about it.